exposure, risk, and uncertainty. Vulnerability. With a definition like that, why be vulnerable? Chair, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guest, this is why your vulnerability. Vulnerability is actually the birthplace, giving birth, laboring, the birthplace of courage, of love, of connection. Vulnerability, the birthplace of everything we all crave. Now you know why to be vulnerable, but I imagine you don't know how to be vulnerable. I'd like to introduce myself, Kathy Bazana. I'm a shaman, a medicine person, and I run my own business on healing. And this evening, I am your dance instructor for the dance of vulnerability. The dance of vulnerability. The first step, resting. It's pretty self-explanatory. It is the place you return to, your resting place. The second step of the dance of vulnerability, risk. Are you shaking in your boots? Risk. And our third step in the dance of vulnerability, connection, also known as satisfaction. Let us begin the dance of vulnerability. My first example, you wish to make a friend. It's a rich part of life. Oh, we wish you could just go out there and say, friend, and someone would appear. But it does not work that way. So, your first step, you meet someone really nice at Toastmasters, and you ask them out for a coffee. You make the risk. At the coffee, you connect. And there's a sense of satisfaction in connecting with people. And you return to your resting place, which probably that night is your home. Does one meeting a friendship make? No. You risk again, and you connect, and you return back. 100 risks a true friendship makes, but you only get there by risking. Yes, risking. There are many lies or misconceptions about vulnerability. Many people believe they are safe if they wall themselves out. Unfortunately, they also wall out everything good in life, all the experiences, and they become stuck and alone. Not a position you want to be in. Another example of the dance of vulnerability is about my business. I have my own business, Gentle Bear Healing. It was my passion and my dream to create it. But in order to create it, I had to share. I had to risk sharing my very soul. I had to show who I truly was. What's a bigger risk than that? Then I connect with the client, and in my risk, they heal. What's more valuable than a fresh change and a better way to do things? And then we return back to the resting spot. Vulnerability. I have much to say about vulnerability because it is incredibly dear to me, because I know vulnerability is the only way to become free. Many believe vulnerability is weakness. I am telling you, only the courageous are vulnerable. They show up and show who they really are. My last example of vulnerability is something, again, deeply passionate to me. It is the song. Everyone has a song that lives inside of them. I'm telling you, when I sing the song that is me, people come alive. They are free. They heal. The vulnerability brings the satisfaction, and we return back to the resting place. Are you beginning to understand how incredibly powerful vulnerability is? How it can change your whole life? Have I convinced you to take the dance? Of vulnerability? Have I convinced you that vulnerability is your next choice? I want to thank you for listening. Fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, and chair. The dance.